Hi, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to decorate some playing cards for the journal. And I have some samples right here. I think they came out really cute. I did put on the back either coffee dyed paper or avocado dyed paper so you can journal on it. And I'm going to bring it up so you can see. One. I don't know if this casting a shadow or not. And this one right here. This is kind of funny. This lady right here. I'm using, of course, the Tim Holtz. What are they called? Tim Holtz paper dolls. So I get the package, and oh, there's a lot of them in there, and I'm going through them, and I come across this lady right here, and I'm like, oh my God, she looks like my grandmother. I'm like, how does Tim Holtz have my grandmother in here? I don't know who this lady is. She looks, I don't know, it's casting a shadow. That lady looks just like my grandmother. So this card right here, what I did is I actually drew a little chair and kind of put a background like back in the day, my grandmother had wallpaper. Everything was wallpapered in her house, and a little picture frame right here. So I'm just using just regular old cards, and let's see, I'm going to use Tim Holtz Distress Ink Vintage Photo and just kind of age them up. Just a little bit like that. A little sponge is falling apart. Just so they're not so, white and new looking. So I age those up. And I'm just using little pieces of scrap paper, coffee dye paper, whatever I have. Some of the Tim Holtz, let's see, it's called Thrift Shop, I think. I think so. Yeah, Thrift Shop. Some of the Emperor from his pack here. And let's see. I'm going to try to get 2 done. I might not be able to get 2 done, but I'm going to try. So I'm just going to, I got a bunch of stuff over here. Just some torn pieces of paper. And let me move this one right here. And I've got this is new for me, Art Glitter Glue. And I love it. It dries so quick. And I would suggest anybody, if you want a really good glue, try this glue. Okay, I think I'm going to put this little blue piece of paper. I'm going to, like I said, edge everything with the vintage photo. Just to, make it look more vintagey. That. Maybe just a little bit more. A little bit in the center. I think, let me turn it this way. I think that might look good. Then I have a little piece of grid paper that's coffee dyed. It's either coffee dyed or tea dye. I don't remember. Maybe put that here. I want to keep the numbers and the little diamonds if I possibly can. I don't want to cover up the whole, I mean, you can cover it up if you want to, but I don't want to cover up the whole entire card. I want it to look like a playing card. So, and this is one of the little Tim Holtz from the thrift shop. Emperor. I hope I'm saying that right. I think so. like he's sitting, kind of like this is a box or something that he's sitting on. And let's see. Oh, I have this little piece. This is the other half of this, but I just took some of it off because it was a little bit too big. And once again, Tim Holtz. Right there. I think that looks good. And just maybe a little bit of lace, but it's not girly lace. It's lace, but. Then I had another little piece. I think I might use this from an old calendar. Just a tiny little piece. This one, very little. And you don't have to use much of this glue too. This is really good stuff. And like I said, it dries really quick. I always make sure I get the edges so they don't curl up. Like I said, just use a little bit. I like this side. Wait a minute, let me sit him back up there. Yeah, right there, right behind his head. Like that. And then whatever hangs over, I'll just trim when I get finished. And here's the little, it'll look like a little seat he's sitting on. And this little piece right here. I love these because they're so cute. And then you can just paper clip them in. Or if you didn't, want to write on the back, you could just glue them on a journal page. You could do that. Or glue them on the front of your journal or on an envelope, something like that. An envelope that you're decorating. Just going to go around the edges so there's no white showing. White paper. Oh, I like that. And then I have this right here. Put a little bit more. And let's just trim it. Whoops. Trim any excess off. Now I was thinking about maybe doing a little bit of sewing, just a little bit, not totally all the way around, but just put a little bit of sewing on it. So we'll see if I have enough time. I like that. I like it, I like it. Oh, wait a minute. This has a center that comes out. Oh, I didn't know that. Just noticed it. And I like, for whatever reason, I like to hang their feet off. So. Here. See how quick that was? And it's a good way to use up your scraps because I have tons of scraps. Like that. Now I need some coffee dye on the back. You could leave it, plain like this. I just dropped my coffee dye paper on the floor. Ow. Okay. But I want to make everything in a journal useful. So if you're not going to glue it on a page or envelope, or you could either, like I said, put this on the front of your journal. I want it to be useful, so I am going to cut it so you can journal on it. I'm not going to cover up. I'm going to leave a little bit of the side showing so you can see some of the, and then I'm going to kind of round the corners. I'm just eyeballing everything. I'm not one to measure. Now, I just did for a friend. She asked me to make a little apron for her granddaughter. So it's hard for me to sew because I don't like following a pattern. So I made a little apron. But anything else, I'm not measuring. I'm just eyeballing it. Leave a little bit of the edging showing. Just going to do just a little bit of distressing. Just a little, not too much. And let me make sure this is really flat. See how quick that was? Can you see? Okay. And if I have time, I will sew on it. Now I got this little cutie right here. He's so cute. So I already inked this up, and I'm going to go around the little dude. And I got just some little scrap pieces right here. And I've already inked these up just to save some time. I love this little paper. It has little birds on it, little blue birds. So I thought that would go really, really, really cute. It is such a beautiful day today. It was 72 degrees. Gorgeous. I did have my window up, but I have a lot of noises, street noises, so I had to close the window. So, oh, I know what I wanted to do. Let's see if I can pull this up. I wanted to put this little music paper. Thought that would look cute, sticking out underneath here. Okay, what else? I got the little bluebird. Oh, I have this little piece of coffee dyed cotton, and I think I tea dyed this, and I just folded, to make like a ruffle, and each fold underneath I just put a little bit of this glue, and I did have some lace. I don't know, should I put it here, down here? No, it's crazy up there. I think I'm going to glue it on the side here, but I want to ink this up a little bit too. Just a little. This is a good way to use up tiny little pieces of fabric, tiny little pieces of scrapbooking paper or whatever. Yeah, I'm going to glue it right here. glue him on the back like this. Okay. Put him right there, looking so cute. I'm just going to use this little piece of vintage calendar. Once again, I'm just going to trim the extra. Thinking about leaving the music paper. I don't think I want to cut that off. So put this back on so my glue won't dry out. The only problem I have is a hard time getting that little pin in that little nozzle thing. Whew. Okay. This one has stamping on it, so I gotta get another, let's see, piece. Or I could do fabric, but you can't really write on fabric. Oh. How about a little vintage book page? Yeah. Just use a little. I think I'm going to tear this and not have it so perfect. Okay. Ink it up. I hope I do better this time editing. I put a YouTube video up a couple of days ago and it actually took me 2 days. I just don't know what was going on. And then when I finally put it up, I noticed yesterday that the beginning was missing. So I deleted it and then I put the correct video up. All right. And I like that. So this is this one. Came out really good. And this is this one. I don't know if I have 2 minutes left on my timer for filming. My camera only films 21 minutes. I just want to put a little bit of stitching, just a little. Hopefully it won't break my needle. I like doing the stitching. Now, of course, if you don't have a sewing machine, it's fine without it. And I like leaving the strings to hang. And let me see what else. I'll do it on this side also. Hopefully you can see the camera. Okay. I'll do on this side. I'm just going to sew the one because I'm almost out of time. And sew this up. Leave the strings, leave the strings. Okay, move this over. And I like that with the strings hanging. It's really cute. So, go find yourself some of those old deck of cards that have been sitting in your drawer somewhere and make some nice journaling cards. This one has coffee dyed paper with polka dots on it. So, have a good evening And please subscribe to my channel. I really need some subscribers. And please give me a thumbs up. Thank you.